Well, good morning. Welcome to Vision. I am so glad you're here. You picked a great day to be here. Those of you joining us online, I'm so glad that you're here today also. Let's all stand together and celebrate being together today.
Good morning, Vision. How are you this morning?
Good.
Well, I got to tell you, you're looking fabulous from here, so there's that. What a wonderful good morning. And it's October. It's the first Sunday in October. Oh, my gosh. Where have we been? Good grief. Before I go any further, let's pray in, shall we? Just allow the breath to go in within. Just allow the breath to take you within. That inhale and the exhale. Inhale followed by exhale. Just brings us to that peaceful place, into the cave of the heart, as the Buddhists call it, where there is peace, where peace resides, right here, right now. So everything it took to get ready this morning, to get here, the road, the drive, everything, just leave outside the door. We're here, right now, in this present moment. Take another deep inhale and exhale. And just know this is the place of perfect peace. We come together here as community of vision to know of ourselves as that, as the peace of God in form. and as the love of God in action, and as the joy of God demonstrating. We know and accept that we are an individualized expression of the one life of God. And I give great thanks for that. It is just, I am so grateful. And I'm so grateful for everyone here in this room, for those online, for every soul on earth right here, right now, because we have come together by divine appointment to have this experience in this place, in this time. I am so very grateful. I know love is right here. And so I give great thanks. I let it be, and so it is. Yay, good morning. Oh, you know, it's the first Sunday of October. You know what that means? Cake. Somebody knew it. Somebody knew it. I love it. Somebody said it. Cake. We celebrate October's birthdays. First Sunday in October. Oh, gosh, I love it. You know, we party, don't we? We really do. Let me tell you about practitioners. These are people who are licensed. They go to school for years in the art of compassionate listening and the science of healing prayer. They get licensed through Centers for Spiritual Living, which is a worldwide organization, a movement, I would say. And they know for us. They know for us when we have temporarily forgotten who we are, right? That's what practitioners do. They just know the truth for us, and they pray with us and for us all the time. You have, in your bulletin, you have a prayer request form. Fill it out, put your phone number on it, and a practitioner will call you at home and pray with you over the phone. You can check the little box, and you will leave a prayer on your voicemail so you can listen to it over and over. At the end of today's celebration, ministers and practitioners will be up here at the front of the room to pray with you in person, right here, right now, right in this room, or in another room if you want to go to a classroom for more privacy. However you would like to be served in prayer, we are here to do it because that's what we do. Because why? Because prayer changes things. Say it with me. Prayer changes things. Absolutely does. Prayer changes things because prayer changes us. And infinite possibilities result. And I love that. So don't leave here today without getting prayer support. And even if everything is going well, say you're like, I'm living the life of my dreams. I don't know how it could get better. Could it get better? You betcha. Yes, it can. And so if the only prayer you have is thank you, then have a practitioner pray that. Pray a prayer of gratitude. There's always room for prayer. Always, always, always. The other thing I wanted to tell you, maybe not. Maybe not. I have them. This is our guest packet. If you're new to Vision, if you're just visiting us, if you want to you check us out, everything in this little tiny, look at how thin it is. Everything in here tells you all about Vision, a Center for Spiritual Living, who we are, how we are associated with Centers for Spiritual Living worldwide, all that kind of good stuff. It's all in here, so it's not a really heavy read, but take one home with you. Find out more. If you're looking for a spiritual home, this is it. You don't have to go any further. You found us. Are we home? Who's home here? Raise your hand. Look at this. See? This is a spiritual home that you will fall in love with, and you'll keep coming back because that's what we do. We come back, we grow, we come back, we grow more. And there is a really lovely greeting on the front of the guest packet. We're going to say it right now. It's up there on the big screen. We're going to say it for our guests. We're going to say it to remind ourselves because it's lovely, and we're going to say it now. Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. And this is a safe place. This is a place filled with love and joy. And I'd love for you right now to turn to someone you know or don't know. Maybe somebody who is a guest here and just say, welcome to Vision. I love it. See, we are such a friendly bunch. I just love it. I'm going to turn it over to James Vandenberg right now. He's our choir director, and he's also in the celebration teams, leading the celebration team this morning, and he's going to have us sing our centering song to prepare us for our 5-minute meditation. Take it away, James.
breathing me and resting in the breath of God. I know that all is well. The grace of God is grace in me and resting in the grace of God. I know that all is well. The love of God is love in me and resting in the love of God. I know that all is well. The breath of God is breathing me and resting in the breath of God. I know that all is well. I know that all is well. I know that all is well.
I'm Reverend Jean Phillips, and staff minister here at Vision. Is it? Yeah, there we are. Now all is well. Anyway, it's my pleasure to lead you in our meditation today. We're going to read today's quotes, and then we'll have 5 minutes of silence, and then we'll end with an affirmative prayer. So I just invite you to settle in now and close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and to just take these words into your heart. Our first quote is from Albert Einstein. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Yes. And from Ernest Holmes. And this is exactly the way we should feel. That new ideas are coming straight from the creative mind of God through us as individuals. And since each individual is a unique personality in the infinite, and since the infinite is without limit, it can do something new through you and me today if we will let it. And so just remaining in that sweet space of silence, just take these words, this affirmative prayer into your heart. Feeling the presence, the power of the infinite, the divine, right here, right now. I know that God is all there is, the presence, life, and power of all. There is only one life, one love, one law, always moving into a greater expression of itself, a greater expression of its love, of its creativity, of its peace and wisdom. It is the very essence of everything in and around us, and it flows straight from the creative mind of God through each one of us. There is no place, no circumstance, no experience where God is not. The Spirit resides always at our very center, filling, radiating in and through us. Divine intelligence just having fun as us. And I'm one with this life energy that expresses through every aspect of my life. And as I know this for me, I absolutely know it for everyone hearing my voice and beyond. In this oneness, I speak my word for all. I know and claim the love of Spirit radiates out into the world, filling hearts, guiding minds. I know that this love leads the way in each of our lives, supporting and supplying each and every need as we join heart to heart. I know that this day is filled with endlessly creative blessings, divine abundance, health, wholeness, peace, joy, absolutely showered upon each of our lives. Prosperity and abundant supply flows freely in and through each life, joyfully shared as it is received. And I know that our physical beings, our bodies and minds, they're created in the mold of wholeness. And so they naturally align to health and well-being. And I am just so grateful for this truth, for this beautiful expression of the divine that is vision, and for each person participating today, in person or online. All is good. All is God. All is one. And knowing this, it is just so easy to release these words into the law, knowing that it is complete and it is perfect. And so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Our soloist today is a real family member of Vision. She's been a regular here for many years, doing concerts and also soloing and Christmas time, and I think once again. So we would like to welcome Janet Hammer.
Thank you. O Lord of light, of form and hue, who has created all things new, create in me of shapeless clay an instrument on which you play. God of the dance that planets tread, who walks beside and soars ahead, oh, let me move to reflect thee, creative spirit, dance in me. time. Teach me your words in your cadence and rhyme. Oh, Lord of beauty, Lord of art, who gives a song for every heart. Carve out my life, reshape and mold, and be the artist of my soul. Teach me your words in your cadence and rhyme. Oh, Lord of beauty, Lord of art, who gives a song for every heart. Carve out my life, reshape and mold, and be the artist of my soul. Carve out my life, reshape and mold, and be the artist of my soul.
I have the great good fortune of introducing our guest speaker this morning, Jill Badonsky. But first, before I do that, I'm going to just tell you a little bit about her. She's an inspirational humorist, keynote speaker, international retreat leader, designer, and teacher of the Kaizen Muse. Do I have that right? Kaizen Muse Creativity Coaching Certification Training, multimedia artist, mindfulness yoga teacher. You are a busy woman. And a storyteller on a Muse's Daydream podcast. She wrote and illustrated Awe Maniac, A Daily Dose of Wonder, and The Muse is In, an owner's manual to your creativity. And also this one that I'm reading from, which is also for sale outside. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So without further ado, I want to welcome up Jill Badonsky. Thank you.
Hello? Oh, I'm on. Stereo. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's an honor to be here. But enough about me. Let's talk about this reality thing. Comes with every lifetime. Everyone has a different way of dealing with it. You can't deny it, ignore it, or alter it with drugs. I've tried several times. It just comes right back. It's messy, it's inconvenient, and it's uncooperative. On the plus side, there is pizza. There are really nice things about reality. Right now, someone is holding the door open for a stranger. Somebody else is saving a dog. Somebody else is forgiving somebody because they remember we are all human. We're all doing the best we can. This is the positive space of reality. There's waterfalls, there's plumeria, there's kindness, there's love, there's dancing. And when we focus on the positive space, just like art requires positive and negative space, it becomes bigger for us. But what can happen is the negative space comes in, right? The fear, the angst, and it can take over because it gets more airtime. It has more sponsors, right? So we need to pay attention to the positive space. So Lily Tomlin said, reality is the leading cause of stress among those in touch with it. Right? There's aging, there's all of the tragedies in the news, there's the division our country is in, there's the devastation of the hurricane, and spoiler alert, we don't get out of it alive. So what is true is we need a buffer for reality. This is a buffer for reality, right? Community, positive thinking. This is positive space. I'm here today to talk about another buffer, and that is art. Art as a solution for reality. Right? Let me take a poll. How many people here are artists? Wow. Yeah. How many are stand-up comedians? How many people are writers? How many people create a lot of chaos? How many people post really cool paintings on Facebook? How many architects? How many singers? Yeah. And songwriters. Put your hand up, Mark. And writers of speeches. And creators of celebrations. Yeah. You're all vessels of creativity, right? Here's a fun fact. So today's talk, this theme this month is power, correct? The 9 muses in Greek mythology were the daughters of the goddess Mnemosyne, who is the goddess of memory, and Zeus, who is the god of thunder and power. So to remember who you are is to be powerful. Because in this society that homogenizes us, we need to be true to ourselves. We need to remember who we are, right? But you don't have to make art to benefit from it. When we're observing it and partaking of it, we're actually benefiting. Researchers have found that people who receive arts by going to museums, concerts, galleries, have endorphins released. They're less depressed. They're less stressed. Just art viewing reduces mental exhaustion, and it increases dopamine. So when you're viewing art, just remember, take a moment to be more present with it, because you are benefiting. I was in a restaurant the other day feeling really cranky, just stressed out about stuff, and the music of Norah Jones came over the loudspeaker. It was like medicine. Music is like medicine. Robert McKee said, a fine work of art, music, dance, painting, story has the power to silence the chatter in the mind and lift us to a different place. Maya Angelou said, music was my refuge. I could crawl into the space between the notes and curl my back to the loneliness. Albert Schweitzer said, there's 2 means of refuge from the misery of life, music and cats. You got any childless cat women here? I was reading about Bill Murray the other day. Remember Bill Murray? And he was talking about his first experience on stage auditioning in Chicago. And he was so depressed and so upset about how bad he did, he started walking out toward Lake Michigan. And he said he was walking in the wrong direction, not just in terms of where he lived, but the wrong direction in terms of the desire to stay alive. And as he was heading toward Lake Michigan, he stopped in the Art Institute of Chicago, and he saw this picture. There's this painting. And he said, I saw it that day, and I thought, well, there's a girl who doesn't have a lot of prospects, but the sun is coming up anyway. and she's got another chance at it. So I think that gave me some sort of feeling that I too am a person and get another chance every day the sun comes up. What I want to share with you is some mantras that help both with reality and art. And this one is begin again. Begin again. If at the end of the day you ever feel like I haven't done enough, I didn't get as much done as I wanted to get done, you always have the moment to begin again. In art, we mess up. It doesn't come out the way we want it to. In writing, it doesn't work. We can just begin again. Every moment has that potential. Nietzsche said, we make art so we don't die of reality. Right? This is true for me. I recall a very dark time in my life. Back in the 90s, when I was driving around in my little VW, and I was in this myopic, circular thinking of self-contempt and turn signals, and all of a sudden this voice came over the radio. It was NPR. This baritone African-American man was saying this poem. And it moved me so much I had to stop the car because I couldn't listen, drive, and feel sorry for myself at the same time. And this is my white girl version of it. Here's to the best words in the right place at the perfect time. To the human mind blown up and refined. To long conversations and the philosophical ramifications of a beautiful day. To the 12 steppers at the 13th step, may they never forget the first step. To the increase, to the decrease, to the do, to the did, to the do, to the did, to the do, to the did, to the done, done. To the lonely, to the brokenhearted, to the new blue haiku, here's to all or nothing at all. Here's to the sick and the shut-in. Here's to the was you been, to the is you in, to what's deep and deep, to what's down and down, to the love you lost and the life you found. To the crazy, the lazy, the bored, the ignored, the beginner, the sinner, the loser, the winner, the smooth and the cool, and even to the fool. Here's to your ex-best friend. Here's to the rule benders and the repeat offenders, the lovers, the troublers, the engaging, the enraging, to a star falling through a dream. To a dream when you know what it means. To the bottom, to the roof, to the hip-hop boom, to the drum. Here's to the was you been, to the is you in, to what's deep and deep, to what's down and down, to the love you lost and the life you found. Here's to someone within the sound of your voice this morning. Here's to someone who can't be within the sound of your voice tonight. Here's to a low-cholesterol pig sandwich smothered in swine without the pork. To a light buzz in your head and a soundtrack in your mind going on and on and on and on like a good time. Here's to promises that break by themselves. Here's to the breaks with great promise. Here's to people who don't wait in the car when you tell them to wait in the car. Here's to what you forgot and who you forgot. Here's to the unforgettable. Here's to the was you been, to the is you in, to what's deep and deep, to what's down and down, to the love you lost and the life you found. Somehow, that poem made its way through all of my crap and lifted me to a new place, right? Poetry can do that. Art is a solution for reality. And it wasn't even my poem, right? It was somebody else's. It was witnessing somebody who was saying, life and reality aren't always great. Sometimes they are, but both are okay. We are living in a poem. Sometimes we're a loser, sometimes we're a winner. Sometimes we're forgettable, and sometimes we're unforgettable. But it's all okay because we're here and we're experiencing it. Those were the words of Seiko Sundiata. He was a Harlem-born African-American who did almost die of reality. He had a heroin addiction. He literally survived because he went into poetry and theater and music. He evolved from anger and outrage to hope and grace. And in the act of doing that, he inspired other people, right? He lifted us up. When I heard it, it reminded me how much I love words. So it was one of the reasons that I read a one-woman show. It was called I Can't Always Handle Reality, but it's really the only place to get a good cup of coffee. And it was about just coming out of the corporate world and finding my way. It had 7 different characters in it. And one of them was a marshmallow queen. She had a marshmallow crown. She had marshmallows all over her gown, and she would throw marshmallows into the audience. And her beef was that she didn't belong in the food kingdom anymore. Remember the food pyramid? There was no place for her there. So she was tired of dotting cherry-flavored Jell-O and holding together Rice Krispie squares and not getting a lot of appreciation for it. So she decided to reinvent herself as hardware so she could stop uneven tables from rocking and she could plug up holes where the spiders got in. That writing just poured out of me, and what I didn't realize till later was that was me. I didn't belong in my family. I didn't belong in the corporate world, so I was reinventing myself. That's what we can do, and that's what we can do through art. Sometimes when we're writing, we don't even know what we're writing. Our subconscious is writing it for us, and they are solving something we need solved. So I kept writing, and I wrote the almanac, and it was I had these really dark times in my life, and I was living in Ramona with this guy I shouldn't have been living with, and forgetting to put my emergency brake on, and my car rolled down the hill and crashed into a boulder twice. My car wanted me out of there. I just didn't have the good sense. But during that time, and it was an abusive relationship, I wrote the Almanac, which is a takeoff on the Old Farmer's Almanac, and I was inventing anti-aging potions and horoscopes and these prompts for every day. And I was in a really dark place, but entertaining myself. I didn't care if this book went anywhere because it was so much reward just writing it. Ray Bradbury said, I became a writer to escape the despair of the real world and enter the world of hope I create with my imagination. Not to write for many of us is to die. You must stay drunk on writing so reality cannot destroy you. Frida Kahlo. How many people familiar with Frida Kahlo? She was one of the best painters in Mexico, right? She had polio when she was 6. And then she later had a tragic accident with a bus and a streetcar, so she was laid up in bed and in pain for most of her life. She couldn't have children, and she wanted to have children. She said, painting completed my life. I lost 3 children, a series of other things that would have fulfilled my horrible life. My painting took the place of all of this. I am not sick. I am broken. But I am happy to be alive as long as I can paint. This is another mantra I teach, and it's called, so what? So what? I'll do it anyway. It's so needed in the creative process because so many people have fear around creating, right? So what? I'll do it anyway. Mary Oliver quoted as, well, this is one of her poems. I don't know exactly what prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down into the grass, how to be idle and blessed. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last too soon? Tell me, what do you plan on doing with your one wild and precious life? And in the podcast on being, she talked about her difficult childhood in Ohio. She would escape to nature with a pen and pad and is quoted as saying, "Poetry saved me. Poetry saved me." So what do you plan on doing with this one precious life? There are so many benefits to art, and there's so many people who hold back. They hold back from it. This is the call and response part of the sermon. I'm going to say something, and I want you to respond with, "So what? I'll do it anyway." You ready? I'm not very good at art, writing, dance, etc. Others are way ahead of you. You should see Instagram. I'm too old. You don't know what you're doing. People are going to judge you. That's your power. That's the power. Being able to say something to yourself that's going to get you beyond the fear. Do you know, Thomas Swift said, "Vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others." That's what art is. It's the ability to hear a song when others can't hear it, to see a painting, to see a still life, but see it as a cubist, as an expressionist, as an impressionist. I do understand from my work that there's a lot of fear around creating. That's what's kept me in business for the last 20 years. Georgia O'Keeffe said, right, "I've been absolutely terrified every moment of my life, and I never let it stop me from doing a single thing." So think of something that's absolutely terrifying to you. Are you going to let it stop you? What if you didn't have that fear? What would you do? Here are some of the benefits of art and writing. It fosters adaptability, connection, a positive mindset, self-concept, combating anxiety and depression. You have resourcefulness, freedom, joy, timelessness, agelessness. In this world where we sometimes feel out of control, you are the director, you're the creator, you're the master. We can't always edit or crunch up reality. We can with art. We can begin again with art. So here's some myths around art. And we're in the workshop afterwards, Mark Montijo is going to be sharing some of his music with us and how he transformed some of his profound thoughts and humor into music. So hopefully you'll be able to experience that and how music can bring you alive. But also, we're going to do some art. What I found is art and writing gives us a new language. It gives us a different way to know ourselves. So I do these workshops. I really lower the expectations. It's kind of a cross between mindfulness and recklessness, if you can imagine that. I have people scribble. I give them commands for their scribbling. Every single scribble comes out differently because we project our own voice into it. We get to know ourselves in a different way. We create an entire different dimension for ourselves. Life begins to unfold constantly. There is no ceiling for creativity. So here's some myths. Either you have talent or you don't. Nope. What you can expect is you're not going to be good at it when you first start. That's just the laws around just about anything, right? You're not going to like it. You have to do bad art before you do good art. And what happens is more than getting a picture or a poem, you have this relationship with yourself because you have to be compassionate with yourself. Does anybody here need compassion for yourself? So part of it is, oh, that didn't come out right. Here's the truth. Life is not perfect. So good practice for life is being able to tolerate your art, your writing, something that doesn't come out right. Tolerance comes from, I have art friends, and they say, and I experience it too, 1 out of 15 paintings or sketches are ones that we like. So given that kind of statistic, you have the freedom to make 14 mistakes. And then later you go back to them and you see them, and they're not as bad as you thought they were anyway. Same with writing. We write, we allow ourselves to write, we allow ourselves to be imperfect. We are developing compassion with ourselves. Second myth, if you don't draw something well, it means you never will and will be judged and will be shunned by people who think there's something terribly wrong with you, and people won't invite you to their potlucks. It matters what people think. No, it doesn't. How many people remember Terry Cole Whitaker? Yeah? What you think of me is none of my business. What you think of my art is none of my business. It's such a great way to create power with yourself, right? Another George O'Keeffe quote is, I already decided for myself. I already settled it myself. So praise and criticism go down the same drain, and I am quite free. Imagine being free from criticism. So I'm going to read you one of my poems, sort of as an ending here. For my morning writing, I picked out a prompt from a book on poetry, and it asked me to find a totem, a shell, or a rock, and ask it a question, and then write down the answer. Very intriguing, but I am lazy. So instead of getting up out of bed and finding a totem, a shell, or a rock, I picked up the round ceramic coaster within reach at the end table beside my bed and asked, where should I love? I meant to ask, where should I live? I was wanting to leave San Diego and I had no idea where to go, but I asked, where should I love? Love was a typo, as it has been many times in my life. I stayed with the typo, where should I love? I asked my coaster again. My coaster guided me to write in my journal, love the teacup and the soothing tea. The cup is warm on your back. Love saving the furniture from rings that take away from its beauty. Love being a souvenir from Scotland. She must think I'm a coaster. And then she wrote again, love being round. I got a cup of mint tea and put it on top of the coaster on the end table by my bed, and I wrote this, I love being round. I think I'll stay around. I love the way the subconscious offers things that don't at first seem profound, but then their meaning hits you right in the saucer. There's so much to love. The way the red-winged blackbird sings every morning to tell its mate it's still alive. The way an intrigue of blue and violet shocks a white page with a likelihood. The way wherever you go, there you are, accessorized with a mind that can move you anywhere without moving, without even having to get out of bed. Sometimes I am a coaster. Kurt Vonnegut said, practice any art. Music, singing, dancing, acting, drawing, painting, sculpting, poetry, fiction, essays, reportage, no matter how well or badly, not to get money and fame, but to experience becoming, to find out what's inside you, to make your soul grow. This is our power, knowing who we are. So, I want to do something, and I know you're not going to like it. So what? Do it anyway. Thank you very much. I'm going to put some music on, and I want you to think of something that you need a little power about, or just to feel the power of music to bring power into our lives and movement. So stand up, and I know. And if you don't know what to do, and I know you will because your vision, just follow me. Let me see if maybe, yeah.
Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. People spread it across the country.
Ready?
Here we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Here we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight.
You can sit down now. Thank you very much. That's all I have today. Thank you. I do have a workshop afterwards. We're going to be scribbling. There's going to be no expectations, just letting loose and feeling just the benefits of letting loose and doing. That poem from Seiko Sundiata was called Shout Out, and we're going to all write our own shout out in a way that really makes it easy for you to do that. So thank you for having me.
That was fun. Catch my breath. Lately I've been noticing much I've been blessed with people to love, peace of mind, happiness. It makes me want to pass along the love I've received as a way of giving thanks for what's been given to me. I've got a strong heart. I've got a strong love. And I'm ready to use the gifts I've been given to make this world a better place to live in. Ready to use the gifts I've been given to make this world a better place to live in. I used to have a need for more that bordered on greed, till I looked around and found that I had all that I need. I thought I had to have it all before I could share, till I realized what's mine to give has always been there. I've got a strong heart. I've got a strong love. And I'm ready to use the gifts I've been given to make this world a better place to live in. Ready to use the gifts what matters to me. I'm changing on the outside, showing gray in my hair, but the difference on the inside is that I don't care. I'm losing my desire to be what I'm not, and I have what I want, 'cause I want what I've got. I've got a strong heart, I've got a strong love, and I'm ready to use the gifts I've been given to make this world a better place to live in. Ready to use the gifts I've been given to make this world a better place to live in. Ready to use the gifts I've been given to make this world a better place to live in.
Oops, I do that all the time. Safe microphoning. Now it is time for conscious circulation. This is our opportunity where we give back to those people, places, and things that inspire us, and a vision is that for you. This is the appropriate place for your donations, and we appreciate it. Keeps us doing what we do here in this room and outside outside of the four walls where we operate as well. And so we are so grateful for your support and your commitment to this institution, this organization that absolutely spreads the word, right? Transforming lives through practical spirituality. So if you're giving today, if you're choosing to give, thank you. If you give through the bank, just remember it, because this is conscious circulation. So we want you to be really conscious about the fact about where you're putting your money, because where you put your money is like energy in circulation, right? What you're saying to the universe is, I want more of this. Right? So that's where the money goes. So let's close our eyes. I want to just pray. I know that God is abundance, as well as beauty and love and joy and order and peace and power. God is all of those things, and we know that we are as well. All of those qualities flow through us and as us into the world. We get to demonstrate those qualities. We get to be spirit in action, in form on earth. So I give great thanks for God as abundance through each and every one of us, flowing through vision, upholding our integrity and our truth and the expression of transforming lives, which is what we do right here, right now. So giving great thanks for all of the gifts, knowing that all gifts are from Spirit and that we pass on to those people, places, and things that inspire us, and we can never outgive God because we are forever receiving as we give. Great thanks and gratitude for all the good that flows through us and this place. I simply let it be. And so it is.
And so it is.
I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving. I celebrate one life in His grace. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, because of His
I know, I'm using this one. I just want to let you know that this is the time for our Miracle Minute. If you have had a demonstration of answered prayer, email me, let me know, revpatty@visioncsl.com, and I would be happy to share it with you because we know that prayer changes things. I love reading the demonstrations of answered prayer that you experience. I know they happen all around us. They happen all around us all the time. So email me. I'll be glad to share it next week with your permission. And now it is time for the last word. Bye, Johnny Kirko.
Dang. Hello, everybody, and online we continue our meet and greet right after our celebration. We'd love for you to join us. We have a practitioner available for one-on-one prayer. Say hello to our community abroad. We're all over the world today. Also, for those of us in the room, we're having hospitality. We're still celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month, so if you want to stick around and have some lunch with us, we'd love to have you, and it will be fantastic, like it always is. How about Jill Badonsky today? Just got a chance to meet her a couple months ago, and what a beautiful soul. TK introduced us to her, and of course I know Billy and Lori and lots of people already know her, and Liz, so we got a chance to have you here, and thank you for being here. And the workshop starts at 12 o'clock. I think we're going to have it right in the room here because I'm expecting a little bit of a group here. So we're going to do here right at 12 noon. We'll set up some tables for the artwork that you guys are going to be working on. So if you want to check that out, it's a love offering workshop that Jill's offering. So stick around for that. This evening at 7 p.m., we are having a play here. It's called White Savior. White Savior is it's being produced by Bodhi Tree Concert Series, and actually this is their first play they've ever done. But this play is, it's two women who are sisters, and they are on opposite ends of the political spectrum. And what they're trying to do is talk a little bit about how we can start talking to each other, find ways to communicate. So if you want to come and be a part of that, it's a free concert. All you got to do is sign up, go to the website, and click the link and say you want to be here. We're expecting anywhere from 80 to 100 people here tonight. So, and the League of Women Voters is going to be here too, supporting that as well. So come and be a part of that evening, 7 p.m. right here. Got some concerts coming up, not this week, the week after. Andy and Nathan will be back. We got them doing their normal concert with the cabaret. It's going to be on the road again, so we're going to be singing on the road again. So 7 p.m., we'll talk more about that as well. Scott Lair is continuing to talk to people about the walk that he's part of, which is the Out of the Darkness walk. If you would like to support that or be a walker, not the scary walkers, but the good walkers, we'll be doing that, and you can go to the website and you can sign up for either sponsoring somebody or be one to be a sponsor, so we can check that. So volunteer appreciation dinner, we're doing that at the end of the month. If you'd like to be a part, and you are a volunteer, and most of you are, most of you volunteer somehow, some way here at Vision, and we thank you for that. Be a part. We sign up. It's October 30th. We'll be celebrating the day before Halloween with a nice little dinner and all kinds of good stuff. Next week, Reverend Patty will be back. Her talk title is Folks Like Us. Folks Like Us. And we have Kay Hill and Deline with the house band will be here. How about Janet Hammer today? Love Janet Hammer. She was here yesterday too, so always love having her and doing concerts and stuff. Next week after our celebration is going to be our first Visions Men's Circle. If you'd like to be a part of that, we'll be doing that. They're doing that every month on the second Sunday and kind of talking about guy stuff, things that support and give support to men. So if you'd like to be part, just come and be here. There's no signing up or anything for that. And that evening we're doing Jack Tempchin will be back. Jack Tempchin is the writer who wrote many Eagles songs, and he's starting to do a concert series here with us once a month. It's going to be on the second Sunday of every month. It'll be from 3 to 6, and he's doing that at 3 o'clock so he can go across the country and the world and offer this concert. So he's going to have a special guest. Gregory Page is going to be with us too. Today is the first day of the month of October, and Larry, where's my cake? Larry, Marcus, get Larry. It's cake time. If your birthday's this month, please stand up. Nancy, I don't have your name up there, do I? Ah, shame on me. Sorry about that. It's Nancy's birthday this month too, so. So we will have it. So anyway, cake. Did you ask him what kind of cake he has? Marcus, ask what kind of cake. I got one more announcement. So also, Barbara is going to be doing some sewing of some of the chairs and stuff. And if you want to help her out right after our celebration, we're going to have her set up over here and bring chairs that need a little bit of sewing. Our chairs are starting to show some wear. So thank you for that. And Larry, we don't know what kind of cake. Stick around. It's going to be a mystery. Thanks.
No. We're going to say our affirmations, so I'd like everybody to stand up. Yay. Those should be up on the big screen, yes? Oh, I love this. Okay, we're going to say them together. Remember that affirmations are always in the present tense. They're powerful, they're purposeful, and they're always flowing through us and as us in the world. So let's say it together. The artist is already present within me. My imagination is limitless. What I have to offer is exactly what this world needs. We're going to say number 3 again because we know this is the truth of us, yes? Okay, number 3. What I have to offer is exactly what the world needs. Let's go within in prayer one more time here this morning, knowing that this is truth, that we are an individualization of the divine spirit. That everything that God is has been poured into us, from abundance to balance to beauty, all of those qualities. They've all been poured in us from before we were born. We know that we demonstrate those qualities to the extent that we embody them. We believe when we demonstrate. I give great thanks for all of the good that flows through here, all of the individuality, the uniqueness, knowing that each and every one of us is that unique spirit, that unique aspect of God. You have never been here before, never again. You are here right now, sharing from your gifts and your talents like nobody else can. I give great thanks for you. You are a blessing to the world, and so it is.